The Nintendo e-reader was a strange little peripheral from 2001 that used a proprietary system of dot code strips to play games and download new game data into Game Boy Advance and GameCube titles. Back in January, I purchased a listing of e-reader cards from Japan. The cards that caught my attention in this set were the Pokémon Double Battle E series. Using these cards allows players in the Japanese release of Pokémon Colosseum for the GameCube to fight against the listed trainer on the card and snag exclusive shadow Pokémon that can't be found elsewhere in the game. These cards are not important to this video, but they were the inciting incident into this strange question. Can you use the e-reader to catch shiny Pokémon in Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire? Among the other cards in this lot were 44 trainer cards from the Pokémon Battle E card series. Similar to Double Battle E, this series contains virtual trainers that can be battled in the accompanying game, in this case, Pokémon Ruby and Sapphire. One card in particular stood out to me, Dragon User Ryuta, or Dragon Tamer Craig in English, which was a promo packed in with the Japanese and Australian releases of the Nintendo e-reader. This dot code along the bottom contains the digitized soul of Craig and his 3 Pokémon, a level 50 Altaria, a level 50 Kingdra, and a mystery Pokémon with almost all of its data blurred out by static. By scanning this card in, we can find Craig in an old man's basement in Moss Deep City and battle against his dragons. At the top of Craig's card are 3 stamps, 2 of which are colored in. This gold foil star stamp at the top is of note because it means that Craig's secret Pokémon is a bit rarer than your average trainer card. Almost every trainer who has this stamp has a Pokémon in their 3rd obscured slot that isn't native to the Hoenn Pokédex, such as Blastoise, Houndoom, and Porygon 2 to name a few. Craig's secret Pokémon, however, is native to Hoenn. Behind that static question mark is the reason Craig intrigued me in the first place: a shiny Salamence. Craig isn't the only Battle E trainer with a shiny Pokémon on their team, however. Pokemon Battle E Series 2, released only in Japan, contains Triathlete Natsuko, who has a shiny Relicanth, and Lady Moet, who owns a shiny Gardevoir on her team. Lastly, there's Collector Hidehiko, a promotional card from 2003's Pokemon Festa, an annual Pokemon convention in Japan. At the back of Hidehiko's team is a shiny Breloom. So why do we care about these trainers as shiny Pokémon? It's a fun novelty to beat up a shiny Pokémon in Generation 3, but is there anything beyond that? Let's talk about the Eon Pokémon, Latias and Latios. Latias and Latios are roaming Pokémon that appear after the trainer has beaten the game for the first time. Roaming Pokémon are legendary Pokémon that change which area you can encounter them as you move around the Hoenn region. In addition to this, they will run from the battle at the first opportunity they get, only staying to fight if flight is no longer an option. A strange sequence plays out, however, if the player loses a trainer battle, and then their next encounter is one of these 2 jet plane lookalikes. If the player knocks out the wild legendary, the victory music plays, experience is awarded, and then the next Pokemon is sent out? For some inexplicable reason, defeating a roaming Pokémon directly after losing a trainer battle confuses the game into thinking it needs to continue the battle you just lost. Of note here is that this is still also a wild battle, meaning Pokeballs won't be swatted away like they would be in a trainer battle. I think you can see where this is headed. Armed with this glitch, I lost a battle to our friend Craig, and then spent a good chunk of time dancing between Mauville City and the surrounding areas to coax Latios into the same area as me at the same time. After trapping it with Gengar's mean look, I was able to switch into my Rayquaza as Latios went on the offensive. After Latios was defeated, we were suddenly face to face with perhaps one of the only guaranteed shinies in all of Hoenn. Or so I thought. Catching this Salamence, it was suddenly a lot rounder and more spotted than the last time I saw it. Turns out, NPC trainers in Ruby and Sapphire don't actually have all the necessary data that a real Pokemon is supposed to have, as it was never really needed. This means that when the game goes to put Craig's Salamence in the PC, it fails to create a valid Pokemon, and spits out one of these nasty glitch Pokemon, a bad egg, all caps. Anyone who has used an action replay is almost certainly familiar with this name. Bad eggs are notorious for their instability and tendency to corrupt game saves, crashing if you look at them funny, and spreading through your PC boxes like some sort of current event. This was disappointing. It would appear that using this glitch on the Battle E-trainers in the basement of the Moss Deep City house wouldn't give us the ability to catch the Pokemon on their team. This meant that Triathlete Natsuko, Lady Moet, and Collector Hidehiko would never give up their shiny Pokemon, even with our amateurish Team Rocket impression. So this is the end of the line, right? Well, not exactly. Let's look at Craig's trainer card again. Of the 4 trainers with shiny Pokemon, Craig is the only one with this blue tower symbol. Cards with this symbol indicate that once a trainer is scanned into your game, they can appear as an opponent in Hoenn's battle tower. What makes this different from last time is the fact that in all of Hoenn, the trainers in the battle tower actually have the data that's missing from almost every other NPC trainer. This means if you lose to a trainer in the battle tower and then dunk on Latios, the Pokemon that gets sent out won't turn into a bad egg when caught. Using a team I trained for the battle tower, I carved a swath through the trainers, and eventually found Craig once more. Using all of my skill as a Pokemon trainer, I spammed non-damaging moves until Craig managed to triumph. Ruby and Sapphire's AI leaves a little to be desired, so this took him a bit. Hopeful that the battle tower's unique qualities would solve Salamence's egg allergy, I flew back to Mauville and repeated the glitch to find another bad egg. Disheartened by this result, I wanted to run one last test with these Battle E-trainers. Perhaps the fault lie with whatever mechanism causes Craig's Salamence to be locked in as a shiny Pokemon. For my final test, I scanned in the e-reader card for Cool Trainer Devin, who also has a Salamence on his team and possesses the blue Battle Tower indicator stamp. One final time, I climbed the echelons of the tower in search of my mark, or Devin rather. Every time I had to do this glitch, I would spend a good time just running in and out of Mauville City, so I was growing exasperated with the process and just wanted this to work. With the Eon Pokemon down the 3rd time, I caught Devin's boring blue Salamence and found, unsatisfyingly, yet another bad egg. I was disheartened that this didn't work, but it seems that the e-reader cards simply don't have the necessary data loaded onto them, Battle Tower stamp or no. Even without having truly caught the green Salamence I had hoped for, I was happy that I went on this tangent. It was fun to learn about a 20-plus-year-old peripheral, and even if the glitch didn't work how I wanted it to, it was still cool to see a glimpse of this rare Pokemon. So why even make this video? The Shaggy Dog story of Pokemon shiny hunts. Well, I'm a sucker for novelty, and the idea that there were shiny Pokemon sealed away in the cardboard of this weird supplemental trainer card expansion was intriguing. Perhaps somebody else out there has trod the same path before me, but for anyone who sees the Pokemon Battle E series and ponders the same way I did, no. You cannot catch shiny Pokemon using the Nintendo e-reader. But thanks for sticking with me on this little experiment. Thanks for watching. I did go back to the Battle Tower though and kick Salamence's